What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. On this segment, we're going to discuss Ariel Helwani's comparisons between Islam Makhachev and Khabib Nurmagomedov. So I read Ariel Helwani's quote. He basically believes that Islam Makhachev is not as good as Khabib, that Khabib is more dominant. He was criticizing that Islam was getting beat up in the 5th round against Volkanovski. He talked about Islam Makhachev being knocked out in his career, as opposed to Khabib, who maybe lost one round, but that Gleison Tibau fight is one that stands out with the fans. Alright, so is Islam Makhachev better than Khabib? You have to weigh in a bunch of factors. You have to compare their careers, accomplishments, opponents they faced. I'm going to flat out say that Islam Makhachev is a more evolved version of Khabib. I think their grappling is comparable. I think Islam's striking is way better. Khabib never had striking skill like that in his entire career. And I sometimes see comments where people say, oh, Khabib had great striking. He outstruck people. He outstruck strikers. That's inaccurate. Well, partly. The reason that he outstruck certain strikers is because he had such a dominant ground game and wrestling game, which was in the mind of these strikers, had them worried, and they wouldn't open up as a result, because they were afraid of being taken down and beat up. That threat messes with a striker 100%. And that's why for the times that Khabib stood up, he had success. But to me personally, Khabib always looked uncomfortable on the feet. And let's be honest, 90% of his fights hit the ground. He pushed for takedowns. Sure, he tested the waters here and there, like when he was standing with Conor. But did he solely beat Conor on the feet? No, he didn't, because that would be stupid. He's going to use what he's best at, the wrestling and grappling. On the flip side, Islam Makhachev can choose to either grapple or stand with people, because his striking has evolved and improved so much that he doesn't have to go for desperation takedowns. He doesn't look uncomfortable standing. He actually looks pretty formidable, technical, and sharp. He really is like an evolved version of Khabib with a higher ceiling. That's my opinion. As far as like who's more dominant at this point, I'm going to agree with Ariel Helwani. I'm going to say Khabib. Even though Khabib was semi one-dimensional, that one dimension was so strong that he completely dominated and overwhelmed people. But Islam has the potential to be better than Khabib, a lot better. He's still young. He's still improving. He's still gaining experience. Islam defeated Charles Oliveira in impressive fashion. He just beat the #1 pound for pound Volkanovski. And yup, he was a smaller man. Yup, he moved up. But that's still Alexander Volkanovski. So impressive stuff by Islam. Khabib got criticism on the competition he faced, but he started to pick it up a little bit. I mean, he defeated Conor, Justin Gaethje, Edson Barboza. He defeated RDA at one point. You got Dustin Poirier on his resume. You got Al Iaquinta, Michael Johnson. And those are pretty much the name guys and contenders that he beat that stand out. Which brings me to like a whole other topic. Khabib being called the greatest of all time, period, overall. That one I really can't agree with. He doesn't really have a super strong resume, but that's just my opinion. I just can't put him over GSP, John Jones, DJ, Anderson Silva, overall career-wise. Again, just my opinion. Don't jump down my throat. But going back to the comparisons of Khabib and Islam, yes, I think Khabib is more dominant so far. I think Islam is more well-rounded at this point, and I think he has a higher ceiling, more potential, more ability. And as it stands right now, for sure Khabib has the better resume. But I think that could be eclipsed rather quickly by Islam. Let's see what happens with his career. But guys, you let me know in the comment section, who do you think is better skill for skill? Islam Makhachev, Khabib Nurmagomedov? Who has the better resume right now? Does Islam have more potential to have a better resume, to be a better evolved fighter than Khabib? I think he does. You guys let me know. Thanks for watching this segment, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Until then, everyone please stay safe. Later.